Uniform and money or...
The owner of KC2 Limited, Mei Lin, called on the National Housing Corporation to clear the company's name as soon as possible after denying allegations of the company's involvement in a deal to transfer a state property to the company to offset debt owed by NHC to KC2.
They got liability with us. In the property we bought, we don't moving since 2013. But we giving a demand later to NHC, ask NHC, either refund the money or give me another property for the replacement. Otherwise, we take them to the court.
Lin's response follows a statement by Oro Governor and Chair of the Special Parliamentarian Committee surrounding the NHC KC2 deal following recent media reports on an eviction at Leigh's Cormorant Street.
The short-term strategy is to look at symptoms such as this, symptoms which arise, which give us grave concern that an organization is not functioning as it ought to. So in this instance, we are looking at the recent media report and other reports that have come in about these activities taking place in particularly in Leigh, where state-owned property is under the custody of the National Housing Commission or Corporation has been sold by various persons or purportedly sold. So we are going to conduct a preliminary investigation into this to get the facts in regards to what is happening.
Almost 3 weeks ago, the National Housing Corporation in Leigh evicted 2 families from this property. According to NHC Acting Provincial Manager Matthew Limu, the eviction was carried out due to outstanding arrears and rentals.
Our headquarters in Port Moresby, they owe us about 11 million to NHC. Those are outstanding areas.
When we asked him about what would be done to the vacant property with the presence of a security company guarding the property, he said a decision would be made by the management to hand over the property to a company due to their liability cost. Limu refused to mention the name of the company and asked the NHC Regional Manager Andrew Agui to respond.
Basically, the previous management has sold some properties to KC2. And you would be aware of all those properties, yeah. The number of properties were sold to KC2. And to date, KC2 has not taken any vacant possession.
I'm looking for a home for our local Papua New Guinean staff. Only in the NHC. We get an inquiry from the counter of NHC head office in Moresby. I ask, you got available house to Sunny Lole? Yes. Then they're giving us the offer.
KC2 Limited is owned by a Chinese national, Mei Lin. She said the company employs over 400 employees and has been providing support to the government agencies in Leigh who are in need of assistance and the communities. Meanwhile, there are allegations concerning KC2's involvement in evictions in Leigh with few matters before the court. When we asked her how much NHC owes her and the number of properties she bought from NHC, the interview was disrupted by Mei Lin's bodyguards.
Regarding the court case, we have to consult with the company lawyer. So I'm afraid I'm going to disrupt this interview. So on behalf of the security.
Badui Owa, National EMTV News, Leigh.